Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the latest from the live radar. Then we'll go have a look at the UKMO Operational Run, looking at the 5-day precipitation and temperature all the way through the Easter weekend. And then we'll also have a look at the long range, looking at the GFS, GM, ECMWF and the Ensembles. As over the next few days we've got a lot of warmth around, some thunderstorms and some rain further westwards, and the longer term into the start of next week there's potential for low pressure to return. This high pressure that we've got building in at the moment looks to last to at least Easter Sunday, but by Easter Monday and the following Tuesday perhaps we start to see more low pressure and potentially more rain, especially further northwards and westwards. So have a look at that in the second half of the video. So do remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and remember to follow me on Twitter as well. The link's in the description. So we do start on the live radar. You can see we do have quite a bit of precipitation around, especially across northern England, Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. This big occluded front that has swung up from the south, it brought some heavy thundery rain last night to areas in the south, into parts of the Midlands, and over the course of the morning into northern England as well. But it has cleared those areas now, affecting many parts of northern England and Scotland, as I said, sweeping northwards, bringing much warmer air behind it, getting quite muggy and warm now in the south, and we've got temperatures up to around 20 degrees in the south and the east of England. Really quite warm, but as expected with these upper air temperatures we do have, but further northwards under the cloud and rain, temperatures of only sort of 9 or 10 degrees, feeling quite chilly and miserable. But as soon as that sun gets out and that muggy air wafts up from the south, it does look like it's going to be getting warm, and this air is going to sort of hang around over the next sort of 5 days or so, with the temperatures regularly getting up into the high teens, low 20s, all dependent really on cloud amounts, where you see sunshine 22, 23 degrees is possible over the next few days, with more thicker cloud around, maybe only 15, 16, 17 degrees really. In the far south, though, behind this big weather front, because we've got warm, muggy air, we are seeing some shower activity. We've got a bit of persistent rain spreading up from the south, affecting southern coastal areas. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with this. Again, we've got quite a lot of vorticity around, because you can see there are some heavier, thundery showers breaking out over parts of northern France, into parts of Guernsey, Jersey, and Jersey, and down in the far southwest, a few isolated heavy showers and thunderstorms. And again, as I said in yesterday's video, it's very difficult to forecast exactly where these are going to pop off. And as I'm recording this at about 3:30, we don't have any big storms breaking out yet, but the models have indicated that they may over the coming hours. So by the time you're watching this, we may have some big storms breaking out across parts of the Midlands, central, southern England. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that and how the clouds do bubble up over the course of the afternoon into the early evening. But we do have this persistent rain coming up from the south. The models do have it fizzling out, but at this stage, nothing too much is happening with it. It's just spreading in and could start to affect the London area, perhaps eastern England, over the coming hours as it heads northwards and eastwards. But as I said, there could be some thundery showers within this as well. So we do also have a look at the temperatures. You can see the big temperature contrast in the east, even into parts of the northeast England, East Anglia down to the far southeast, where we have thinner cloud, more sunshine. Those temperatures are getting up to around 20 degrees. But further northwards and westwards, see more blues, and that sort of mid to low teens, where we do have precipitation and thicker cloud around, holding those temperatures down quite significantly. So big temperature contrasts. But this warmer air will be taking over more areas with more sunshine over the coming days. Really, where that precipitation is really keeping those temperatures down. So we do now have a look at the UKMO Operational Run, see how precipitation and temperature does so follow over the next few days. Now you can see that heavier band of rain spreading northwards, and it's a bit more organised than this is actually making it out to be. And as I said, as I'm recording this, the models do have heavy, thundery showers breaking out across Midlands, central, southern England, and that precipitation up from the south, nothing too much of that, just a few odd showers and some thicker cloud. So you can see how the convective nature of these showers and storms is very, very difficult to forecast. We've got the rough area well forecasted, but the intensity and widespread nature of showers and storms, it's very, very difficult in these sort of scenarios. Now you can see, of course, this evening those showers and storms still break out behind the weather front, and the weather front does slowly progress northwards, bringing more precipitation into parts of northern and eastern Scotland, into northern England. Once again, some thicker cloud and showers, and we could see again tomorrow heavy thundery showers break out in the south, where we have the warmest conditions around lunchtime, 1 to 2 p.m. perhaps, or sort of midday to 2 p.m, where we see these real big storms break out across Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, down into England and Wales, especially around that M4 line southwards. Could be seeing a lot of heavy frequent showers, and of course in the Midlands as well. They are very isolated. You can see they're very small but could be quite severe. Over the course of the evening, they do sort of peter out, but of course, where those storms do break out, it's because we have the warmest temperatures there. So if you have dodged those showers and storms, it is very, very pleasant out there. You can see over the course of Thursday, we do start to try and see weather fronts pushing in from the west. This is low pressure kind of trying to break apart the high pressure that we have over the top of the UK, just bringing generally more cloud through Thursday. Again, where we see sunny skies, temperatures getting up to low 20s, more cloud around only 15 to 17 degrees. Those weather fronts try to make progress and just fizzle out, really, just bringing thicker cloud. You can see by Friday, again, convective showers, thunderstorms breaking out where we have those warmest temperatures, and then of course those thunderstorms will hold temperatures down wherever they do sort of pep up. So again, it's very much hit and miss over the next few days. And then through Saturday, once again, we see a really nice day, especially in the east. It looks like it's going to be stunning through Easter Saturday, really quite nice. Further westwards though, more precipitation moving in, and we have a signal perhaps through Sunday into Monday of more precipitation potentially progressing further eastwards, bringing thicker cloud and potentially heavier rain. So do have a look at those max temperatures. You can see today in that bullseye area further eastwards to 19-20 degrees, as we saw with the live radar, but elsewhere low teens to mid-teens. Of course, the evening temperatures not dropping away too much, and by Wednesday afternoon in against once again 16 to 18 degrees, but more widely spreading further westwards as well, widely mid-teens as I said. And then through Thursday, could be quite chilly overnight in a few areas with clear skies, but Thursday once again another really quite good day widely across England and Wales, even into northern England and potentially southern Scotland, mid to high teens, getting up towards 20 degrees in sort of the spine of the country. Really quite nice. And Friday, another very similar day, 20 degrees quite widely, but you can see just in central areas perhaps the odd 16, 17 degree, and that's where those storms break out, holding the temperatures down a few degrees, but very, very probable quite a few areas get up to the low 20s. Warmest day of the year so far is very likely later on this week. And through Saturday, another really quite nice day, widely 18, 19, 20 degrees. Again, these temperatures will fluctuate a little bit, so whatever you're seeing here could be a couple degrees either way. Could be 21, 22 degrees, or could be 17, 18 degrees, and vice versa. If you're showing 14, 15 degrees in this map, it could in reality be 17, 18, 19 degrees. Very possible. All depends on cloud amounts, which still sort of 3-4 days away can change quite significantly. And then as we head through to Sunday, temperatures dropping away quite a lot as we do have clear skies. So we do now have a look at the GFS, have a look what that's showing over the next couple of weeks. Now you can see southerly airflow at the moment, but low pressure to our southwest, and that's giving the vorticity, bringing those heavy showers and storms in from the south. And as I said, look at those upper air temperatures, warm waft of air moving into the east of the country, fueling those showers and storms. Beyond that, high pressure builds in towards Thursday, and it firmly is in control with a bit of a southeasterly flow. Really quite pleasant under this high pressure. But as we head towards Sunday, especially Sunday evening to Monday, you see low pressure does push this high pressure away. High pressure does hold on for a good few days through the Easter weekend, but low pressure wins out, eventually bringing precipitation to all by sort of Monday, Tuesday time. Again, will be showery. You see these are weak areas of low pressure, so it's not going to be an absolute washout, and it's not going to be massively windy or very, very unsettled by any means, but it is going to be more unsettled, more showery outbreaks, and with warmer air engaging into it, we could see, again, more showers and storms. Through the end of the week, we see this low pressure drop southwards, and we do go into sort of an easterly wind. This should be very cold in the midst of winter, but now being end of April, it won't be too bad, but it will be very quite unsettled with the shower activity. Sitting those showers over the with the centre of the over the Bay of Biscay, over the Channel, we will be spiraling in a lot of heavy rain. Beyond that, we continue unsettled with high pressure trying to build back in, but generally blocking. So high pressure around, but not over the top of the UK. GFS really continuing this signal of a lot of blocking around, potentially turning things chillier and more unsettled, but it always is keeping in sort of the 7 to 10 day time frame plus. So it definitely doesn't like the GFS, definitely wants more blocking in chillier weather, but it doesn't quite ever come into the shorter range. So if you do move beyond this on the temperatures, you can see by this Easter weekend, warm upper air temperatures getting towards 5 degrees plus at 850 HPA, really quite nice before chillier air comes in from the northwest, turning things a lot more unsettled and a little bit colder. You can see there are real warm airs for south, and that could engage in this low pressure system, really spinning it up, giving a lot of intense showers and storms. But generally, it's not too bad, very unsettled, as I said. And one thing we have to keep an eye on with these low pressures to our south, it could waft up really hot air, and you can see that right towards 384 hours, trying to bring up warm southerly winds. Not quite making good sort of, not quite coming off, but could try and waft up really hot southerly winds, which is something we do need to keep an eye on, because it could give big temperature fluctuations. So we do have a look at the GM run, see how that does compare over the next 10 days. Again, very similar with high pressure building in, and as we head towards Sunday and Monday, low pressure trying to win out, but not quite winning out anywhere near as quickly as the GFS. Eventually, low pressure does make more of an influence, especially for the northwards through next Wednesday and Thursday, but high pressure really tries to build back in from the south, so more of a battleground. And you look at those upper air temperatures, it is pretty warm just to our south, so it could be one of these scenarios where the north is cold and very unsettled, the south is quite warm, muggy, and could be quite showery, where we see days of low 20s with thunderstorms in the afternoon. That's a very probable sort of scenario in this case. So we need to keep an eye on it, of course. I'd probably favour the GM run a little bit more as we have a look at the ensembles in a minute, but you can't discount the more unsettled GFS run. So if you do have a look at the ECMWF, you can see again southerly winds, high pressure building in over the coming days and firmly in control. And as we're towards Sunday, Monday, low pressure does win out, and by Monday, yes, ECMWF run has low pressure winning out, but towards the longer term, high pressure does build back in. It's not a warm high pressure, it is to our north, trying to bring more of a northeasterly wind in, and you can see the upper air temperatures are not too bad, but with the flow starting coming from the northeast, it would be a little bit chillier. So again, a little bit in the middle between GM run and the GFS, not going full blown, very unsettled, but not going sort of staying warm and dry like the GM run. As you can see, at times next week, we could be back into quite a chilly, cold North Atlantic air mass. So we do finally have a look at the ensembles. If we start with the GFS run, you can see very warm at the moment with that southerly push, but staying a good 5 degrees above average, quite warm over the next 5 days, all the way through the Easter weekend, even into the start of next week. Temperatures do start to drop with increased precipitation signal, but nothing crazy. This is why I think the GFS Operational Run, you can see it there, one of the chilliest runs with the thicker green line, is a little bit of an outlier. It has got some support, but is a little bit more of an outlier, with most of the ensemble members staying around or above average for the foreseeable future. And right towards the end of the run, you can see so precipitation signal is pretty high indeed. Pretty strong. Not crazy amounts like if it was stormy, but increasing, so more shower activity. And as I said, over the next 5 days, yes, it is going to be dry for many, but you can see there is some precipitation signal, so storms and showers are likely. And again, looking at sea level pressure, you can see very high pressure over the next 5 days before dipping in the longer term, reinforcing that signal. Perhaps the last week of April could be a little bit more unsettled. And then again, if we have a look at the 2 metre temperatures and precipitation, you can see over the next 5 to 6 days, widely in London, temperatures in the mid to high teens, if not touching on 20 degrees. Again, 20 degrees is only really going to be in a few spots on each day. We could see a couple of days if we do see sunshine, widespread 20 degrees, but at this stage, likely every day we'll see somewhere reaching that 20 degree mark, maybe even low 20s, but it's not going to be sort of a widespread warmth. It's going to be wherever we see the sunshine come out. So general temperatures in around 17 to 18 degrees every day, perhaps a couple of degrees warmer with sunshine around, and a couple of degrees cool if we do see thunderstorms take hold. So a little bit up and down. But you can see the longer term, those temperatures do start to dip a little bit, but only towards 14, 15 degrees. So I think we're definitely now seeing that sort of spring step change in temperatures, where we go from potential of seeing 9, 10 degrees, which we've had over the last few weeks with chillier air masses, to sort of colder conditions, more being like 13, 14 degrees in the longer term. So yeah, not looking too bad. So if you do have a look at the ECMWF, just looking at the midnight run, again, very warm over the next week or so with warm upright temperatures. Yes, potentially dipping around the 20th of April. ECMWF Operational Run does that as well. But generally, it is in the longer term, a lot of scatter there, so we can't take that with we can't really take that too literally. The longer term precipitation signal does increase and the temperatures return more towards average. So it's just something we need to keep an eye on. And again, 2 meter temperatures over the next couple of, or next week or so, widely mid to high teens, 15 to 20 degrees on all of the ensemble, really. So really quite pleasant indeed. And as I said, locally could be quite a bit warmer than that. So yeah, over the next sort of 5 days, it is going to be warm. It's not going to be bone dry. There is going to be showers around and maybe more persistent rain, especially northwards and westwards of weather fronts trying to encroach. It's also likely, though, elsewhere where we see the warmest temperatures and more sunshine, we could see heavy thundery rain as well. Heavy thunderstorms breaking out over the next few days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday looks generally more dry, especially in the east as we're more towards the centre of the high, but you can't rule out a few showers. So although it is looking warm and dry, there is still the risk for pretty much everywhere over the next 5 days to see some rain, and if we do see rain, it's most likely going to be pretty heavy, torrential, but showery and potentially thundery as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again for another video soon.